Good afternoon, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. I just thought that I would do a quick comparison video between Tom Cruise and the owner of True Kitchen. We know within the past few days that Tom Cruise actually went on a rant because of COVID-19. There are some people that came out against Tom Cruise, talking about it was just a publicity stunt, or he was just trying to get some clout. Basically, he was just stunting, as we will say. But nonetheless, I want to know what is different between Tom Cruise and the True Kitchen incident. Tom Cruise supposedly put up $665,000 of his own money in order for people to make this movie, Mission Impossible 7. He housed them. And I guess people wasn't wearing a mask. They wasn't socially distanced. So he went on a rant, cursing them out, this, that, and the other. We understand that the True Kitchen and Koctails owner in Dallas had warned groups of females 2 times before the third video actually went viral. You can see they show videos of him going up to the tables prior to. He kind of just went off on them and say, hey, you want to do this? Go to F this place and go to F that place. But they were standing on his furniture. They was dancing in his restaurant. I'm not here to defend anyone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to do a quick comparison, okay, of the situation. Now think, a group of people are on a set, okay, on a movie set. Again, Tom Cruise put up $665,000. By this movie being made, there's hundreds of jobs being provided. Okay. Also, on the other hand, you got the owner of True Kitchen and Koctails in Dallas, who is providing jobs for his family and some other people who work for him, and also trying to keep his his restaurant open and a certain prestige about it, not people standing on furniture and dancing and this, that, and the other. But anyway. Again, I'm not trying to defend nobody. Let's get into the videos because I know that you guys want to see that. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let's set this up. Let me just make sure everything is in order. Here we go.
You're back there in Hollywood making movies right now because of us. Because they believe in us and what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance companies. Producers. And they're looking at us and using us to make their movies. We are creating thousands of jobs, you I don't ever want to see it again. Ever. And if you don't do it, you're fired. And I see you do it again, you're gone. And anyone on this crew does it. That's it. And you too, and you too, and you. Don't you ever do it again. That's it. No apologies. You can tell it to the people that are losing their homes because our industry is shut down. It's not going to put food on their table or pay for their college education. That's what I sleep with every night. In the future of this industry. So I'm sorry, I'm beyond your apologies. I have told you, and now I want it. And if you don't do it, you're out. We are not shutting this movie down. Is it understood? If I see it again, you're gone. And so are you. So you're going to cost him his job. And I see it on the set, you're gone. And you're gone. That's it. Am I clear? Do you understand what I want? Do you understand the responsibility that you have? Because I will deal with your reason. And if you can't be reasonable, and I can't deal with your logic, you're fired. That's it. That is it. I trust you guys to be here.
Okay. Sound like a bunch of grown people got their ass whooped verbally. That's what it sound like to me. Okay, over people not socially distancing, COVID-19, people losing their jobs. I mean, he had a good argument, but Tom Cruise is known to do a good rant every now and again. So let's compare that to the other video of the young, beautiful, voluptuous women dancing at True Kitchen and Cocktails, which is a food restaurant, not a dancing hall. And we got all these people coming out. Tom Cruise this, Tom Cruise that. But didn't Tom Cruise say, I'm beyond your apologies? He didn't care the way he was talking to them. So that's justified, right? Okay. So the True Kitchen cocktail owner came out and apologized. I didn't think the brother should apologize. I mean, was it slightly unprofessional to be absolutely 1000% with him? Of course it was. You are cursing at your customers. But after you give your customers 2 warnings, and then on the 3rd warning, you're like, hey, if you want to go dancing, you can go to F here and you can go to F there. But if you can't respect my restaurant, you can get the F out. I agree. Okay. But Tom's supposed to be a professional. Again, not taking sides, just giving you some perspective. So let's get into the other video and let's see what they're talking about in this. Let's see a good little twerk off, okay? Twerk off, I tell you. I'm not funny at all.
A Texas restaurant owner is responding after video of him yelling at customers went viral.
All this twerking, take it to Prime, take it to Pink. Don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. If you want to do it, get the out my restaurant because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture.
It started with some customers standing on furniture and twerking. Music played inside.
No. We got to go back. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to see what I'm looking at right here. Okay. Now you see these ladies. Look at this. She's up here dancing. Look at the chick back here in the back. She got a bodysuit on. She's dancing. This lady is on the table. Now, this table is not the original table that started twerking. This table over here with this female was twerking. This table over here was twerking. And the name of this song, it's a Dallas homegrown song, is Throw That Ass in a Circle. It doesn't have really any good lyrics. It's a twerk song. But again, this is what I'm going to finish the video and I'm going to give you my commentary. Let me just give you this.
Music played inside True Kitchen plus Cocktails. Owner Kevin Kelly says before the viral video was recorded, he asked the women to stop dancing and sit down. The viral video shows him addressing the whole restaurant, saying he invested a lot of money into it so that Black people can have somewhere nice to go and feel good. The video spread quickly online, many saying Kelly addressed the situation poorly. He later posted on the restaurant's Facebook apologizing for using salty language, but not for calling out the women. He also posted other videos showing what the women were doing and how workers and management responded before he addressed the whole restaurant. Katie Johnston for CBS 11 News.
I mean, truthfully, why would he apologize for calling out the women? That's what he wanted to do. They were twerking in his restaurant. I don't care what music you play. I hear people all over the internet talking about, well, if he doesn't want that sort of behavior in his restaurant, he shouldn't play that type of music. So if you hear gangster rap inside of an elevator, are you going to go kill everybody in the elevator? That's no justification of you being a human being and being in control of yourself, being an adult. So please don't use that excuse. I'm not saying any of you guys, but these are some of the excuses. So how's that different from Tom Cruise? Some of you are going to say, well, Tom Cruise was talking about COVID-19, protecting jobs, people contracting coronavirus. Okay. There was a young lady in his restaurant that was dancing on glass. So she could have hurt herself. The guy could have endured a lawsuit. But think about it like this. If you have a business, right? If you have a brick and mortar business, meaning other than your home, if somebody comes and they say you open up a tax office, what if someone came in your office and you was playing some rap music, right? You took the foul language out of it, but it was still the rap music. And someone got up on your table and started twerking. I might as well say Turkin. But this is what I'm talking about. All right, let's get into something else. Now, let's read a little bit about the situation. I'm not ignoring you guys. We got J. Ram Styles said the coronavirus is nothing to play with. With that, man has a lot of responsibilities, workers, etc. Okay, I got you. Jermaine Anderson says here, damn, I only see a little bit of a video. Ain't no they was going that hard. Yes. It's actually hard to find some of these videos. Dante Winslow has made them feel good. Yeah. And I hope it made them feel good to have them get out the hell out of his restaurant. So that table is not rated for her weight. Indeed, she was healthy. Okay. Then lawsuit. But let's get into this, right? Let's go back to Tom Cruise. Okay. Tom Cruise has had a few brews. Okay. That's what Kanye said. So it says right here, it said they believe it had a lot to do with his ego, his rant. It says, good intentions aside, let me blow this up for you guys. I know you guys trying to read it as well because I don't read that good. But anyway, it says here in the new issue of Us Weekly, noted that crew has been walking on eggshells ever since the act exploded on them. Of course, they've been walking on eggshells. He's going to fire them if they continue to do, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Tom Cruise spent $665,000 for what? Of his own money on cruise ships to house crew members during the shoot. And he said he was actually appalled anyone would jeopardize filming with the act of such sheer stupidity. According to him, there is no margin for error, especially when so many other productions have been shut down. So basically, Tom Cruise said, hey man, there's been other movies shut down because of COVID-19 outbreaks. And if we shut down, we're covering hundreds of people, their job. A lot of their homes are being shut down. Okay. But again, this is what they says here. This is how the news grabbed people. Basically, after the Mission 7 Tom Cruise rant, the crew is now walking on eggshells. Hell yeah. Tom Cruise like, listen, first and foremost, I spent almost $1 million housing you guys in these cruise ships. That's the first thing. Then you're not following the COVID-19 guidelines on the Studio B, Studio A, whatever studio they're in. 6 feet apart when we're not filming, wearing your mask. You know, they had people masks down and people close talking. And he kept warning them. He said, enough is enough. And see, that's the thing. They always get your rants. They never get the warnings prior to the rant. It's not like Tom Cruise saw a couple of people doing it. He like, hey, get the fuck out, fuck, fire you. No, that didn't happen. What occurred was he went in, if you read some of the other stories, he went and say, hey guys, we gotta wear our masks. We gotta do what we're supposed to do when we're not filming. They didn't listen to him. Tom Cruise is a mega star. So, hey, listen, I'll fire you. If I fire you, then you got to go. He was letting people know it's a domino effect. All you guys will be gone. I can get another film crew easily. You get what I'm saying? So, again, we go back to True Kitchen and Koctails. And this is how the media spins things for you guys to make it more juicier. Look at this bullcrap right here. Video of Dallas restaurant owners anti-twerking rant goes viral. Ladies and gentlemen, it was not an anti-twerking rant. It was, there's no dancing in my restaurant, standing on my furniture, dancing on the glass rant. Because if you break that glass because you're healthy and it shatters, that's a lawsuit. You can't stand on my furniture because you don't stand on your furniture in your mom's home. This is a restaurant. I don't care what I play. I don't care what I play. If I play gospel music, are you guys going to catch the Holy Ghost and start running around a restaurant drinking Hennessy? I'm just saying. Okay. So, again, depends on what you read. Over the weekend, Dallas newcomer True Kitchen and Koctails were at the center of a social media firestorm. Video of the restaurant's owner ranting about the ills of twerking went viral on social media. Then it says the video, this, that, and the other. And then you got this person right here talking on his Twitter, all this twerking and stuff. don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. The person says in part, if you want to do it, get the F out of my restaurant. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. That's what the brother said. If you got to keep, this is the thing. This is the third time this guy went over there and told them, stop. So on the third, he told them one time, hey, ladies, and you got to see these videos. Hey, ladies, there's no dancing in the restaurant. I know you guys enjoying the music, but, I built this for our people so we can have our music playing, have a great time. But this is a civilized, upscale restaurant. We got nice drinks. We got good food, etc. Oh, okay. So he leaves back. It's just like it's like children. And I'm not saying male or female. It was like children. As soon as he left, they started twerking again. So he came back out and warned them again. Ladies, I know there's great energy here. Beautiful young ladies, I know. But if you will not, stand up and dance and stand on the furniture. He goes out again. So the third time he came in, anybody in their right mind would be pissed. I wish they would dance on my damn furniture. I'm not going to pull them off the front. I'm going to kick the chair. I'm like, bow. I'm just being real with you. I'm kicking a chair. I want to see head splits because you know what? Where do they do that at? Where do they stand on furniture at? I guarantee, and here's the thing. If you looked at that restaurant, let me go back. If you look at that restaurant, this restaurant is beautiful. This furniture is expensive. Look at this furniture. That furniture is expensive. This guy, black owned, black operated in Dallas, created this beautiful concept and came into fruition of a restaurant. This restaurant has beautiful everything, but you will go in disgraces and then people are tearing this brother apart because he let them know on the third time, don't stand on my stuff. How is he different than Tom Cruise? I'm just saying. And the reason why I'm saying is because have you heard Tom Cruise's apology? No. You heard a few stories about people coming out against Tom Cruise, but not like True Kitchen and Koctails. Must I say more? Some of you are like, oh, you just saying that because he's black. Exactly. And here's the thing. It's always the ratchet ones, male or females. There's always the ratchet ones that don't understand one. They don't understand business. They don't understand the environment that they operate in. It's kind of like you and your lady or you and your man at a movie. And you guys are sitting there eating your popcorn. Maybe it's a comedy. And then you always got those people. And listen, they come in every color. Oh, shit, man. Look, bruh, really? I'm right here. Oh, man, my bad, big dog. My bad. You always got that table in a restaurant of the white college kids or a group of black people just being super loud for no reason. That's right. I'm calling people out. I don't give a damn. Because this was occurs because we got all this cancel culture. Cancel me then. The truth hurts. Let you come in my restaurant and do it. I guarantee I'm kicking chairs from under you. I'm kicking chairs from under you because this mess has to stop. You see how one person doesn't get an attack, right, because of a movie. Then another person gets attacked because he let ladies know that there's no dancing in his restaurant. You got to be more careful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we go through. Now, here's some pictures from the restaurant. Again, that's the wrong one. My bad. Brother got delicious food. Okay. Some lamb chops there for you. I'm just showing you different pictures here. Okay. I'm just showing you different pictures of the restaurant. Look at this. Very beautiful and elegant restaurant in downtown Dallas. Okay. Let's look at this one right here. Let me blow this picture up. This is the bar area. Okay. This is the bar area. As you can tell, they have very, very nice furniture. Okay. A really, really nice, elegant spot. But I don't want to get to the point because we understand, ladies and gentlemen, Not all black people are like this. But these are the stories that go viral to show not just America, to show the world when we're being discriminated upon, when people are being racist, that they take 1% of our population and say, look at these animals. That's why we treat them like that. And I'm not saying we all got to be perfect, because we know on the other side of the room, the Anglo-Saxon side of the room, the lighter shade, the indigo, the European hybrid side of the room, we only know the things that they do. And there's a larger population of them, so there's a lot more of them doing wrong. But if you notice, it doesn't really get televised when someone of my melanin is on the screen. You see how some things get more televised and more projected and be more viral than other things? Remember LeBron James, when he opened up his school called Promise or Truth or something like that? It got about 2 days worth of time, and you hear nothing else about it. He opened up a whole entire school, paid for everything, but you don't hear nothing about that, because that's positivity in the black community. I'm just saying, guys. I am just saying. Let me read some of your notes. Give me a second here. This is what we go through. Dante said, man, I'm going next time I go. It's a really good restaurant. Okay. He says, man, I'm going the next time I'm in Dallas. See, I went last 2 weeks ago. It was totally packed. Let me read some of your notes, though. Asher Hawkins says, disrespectful. Indeed, it was. Indeed, it was. We got Kendrick Taylor. He says, that's Jermaine Anderson. Black businesses always get a hard time just because it's black. Some people feel they are entitled extra because they spend it on black businesses. Ain't that something? Now, let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, a question. My lady is in the process of opening up a black beauty supply store. This is the problems that I think we're going to run into. First and foremost, she's going to open up a black beauty supply store, and she's going to go with a black manufacturer and a black distributor. Okay, some words, this being from DC, I can't talk. Anyway. But the thing I think that we're going to fall into is that some women, some black women, even though you can search YouTube and find all of these Asians abusing physically and verbally black women when they come into the shop, but black women continue to go into these shops and buy these products from Asians. Now, with that being said, the business side of things is that the Asians, Chinese and Korean, cornered this market by 95%. They make it, they label it, and they sell it to our people. The only thing they do is get a bunch of beautiful black women with fake hair and nails and eyelashes. They put them on the front of the store. And when you go inside the store, who do you see? You see Kim. You see Lee. What does this mean? We don't even support ourselves, because there's a lot of black beauty shops in Atlanta. There's a lot of black beauty shops online. Why are we still supporting other people who don't support us? How is the True Kitchen cocktail owner different than Tom Cruise? But who got blew up for like a whole entire month? But listen to this. When I went to True Kitchen and Cocktails about 2.5 weeks ago, did you know that he said he's booked out for the next 3 months? Because soon as it occurred, I came on, I did a video, I said, if you're in the Dallas area, you go and support that brother. See, the problem is media projected him as he was talking down to the women. No, he was talking like a pissed off dude. Like, hey, you keep acting like this in my restaurant, you can get the F out. I don't need your effing money. Okay, even if you don't use profanity, guess what? There's a breaking point, and we know that breaking point. Okay? Man. Dante Wynn says, what did he say? Where it go at? He says here, okay, I understand where you're going. I would love to discuss this with you. Let's see here. Hey, Dante, we can discuss it right now. I know people in the chat would love to know. Here's a link in the description. You can join with or without your video. So there you have it. There's a link in the description. You can join with or without your video. Until then, I have a friend that owns a barbecue food truck. He tells me all the time my people give me the most problems. It's unfortunate, brother, but I can tell you this. I don't directly fault our people initially because we have a lot of hurt, pain, and psychological problems that's stemming from our parents. That's really, I know people hate to say it, but dating all the way back from slavery. If anybody has any questions or comments, it doesn't matter if you're for or against me, I'm open. There's a link in the description. If you click that link, you can join this video with or without your video where we can just hear your voice, or if you want to show your face. Doesn't matter to me. Because I know a lot of people like to comment on stuff like this because I just want to know, what is the difference between Tom Cruise going on a rant on a news set saying effing this and effing that and effing this and I'll effing this and I'll effing that. But then when a brother get on there like, hey, you're disrespecting my restaurant, you're dancing on the furniture, you're dancing on the glass. Hey, if you can't stop dancing, get the F on my restaurant. I don't need your effing money. Then, of course, you got mass media. Who controls mass media? Caucasians. Saying, oh, he apologized about his rant, but he didn't apologize to the women. Because he meant what he said. Okay? He meant what he said. He did that because of optics. Oh, Dante, go to YouTube. Go to Financial Literacy 101. And I'm live, and you'll see the link in the description. You're on Facebook. You got to go to YouTube, and you will see the screen, okay? Go to my YouTube channel, Financial Literacy 101. You see that I'm live. Because I want some input on this, okay? Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot of coon people out there. We have a lot of Sambos that is refuting what a lot of people are saying. Like, hey, okay, yeah, you can get him on. He couldn't use profanity, but his tone of language was appropriate for the action. Was appropriate for the action. Because I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out something real quick. What's different here? What is different here, ladies and gentlemen?
You're back here in Hollywood making movies right now because of us. Because they believe in us and what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance companies, producers, and they're looking at us and using us to make their movies. We are creating thousands of jobs. I don't ever want to see it again.
Hold up. Did you hear what he said? See, the True Kitchen and Cocktails owner did not directly call anybody a name, but Tom Cruise did. No one called that out, did they? Did y'all see that? Let me rewind that one more time. He said this. I want you to read the screen really quickly. He said, we are creating thousands of jobs, you mother. That's what he said. Let me just back it up so you can hear it. Let me just back it up. This is what he said.
We're creating thousands of jobs, you I don't ever want to see it again. Ever. If you don't do it, you're fired. And I see you do it again, you're gone.
Okay, Tom Cruise. Okay, brother. See, this is the thing I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody is calling out Tom Cruise. Oh, they were supposed to wear masks and socially distance, but he's justified because he can just yell and scream at grown people and verbally abuse them and call them MFs and effing this and effing that. But when a brother tries to have some order in his restaurant and say, hey, you can get the F out, I don't need your effing money, but he ain't call nobody bees and hoes and sluts and then the news talking about he's anti-twerking. Really? He's a restaurant owner. It's not about anti-twerking. This is preposterous, okay? This is preposterous. So you've seen a little bit of that. So what's the difference? What's the difference, ladies and gentlemen? Somebody tell me, please.
You're back there in Hollywood making.
Okay, that's the wrong one. My bad. That's the wrong one. Here we go.
A Texas restaurant owner is responding after video of him yelling at customers went viral.
All this twerking, take it to Prime, take it to Pink. Don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. If you want to do it, get the f out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture.
It started with.
So he said, "Hey, listen. If you want to dance, take it to Pink." He was naming clubs in the area, but we don't. This is my restaurant. We don't twerk here. We don't dance. And then the news, this stupid lady, okay, from was it CBS or whoever it was, talking about, oh, here, let me speed it up so you guys can hear this bull crap. Let me speed it up a little bit. This is ridiculous.
Showing what the women were doing and how workers and management responded before he addressed the whole restaurant. Katie Johnston for CBS 11 News. He later posted on the restaurant's Facebook apologizing for using salty language, but not for calling out the women.
So he apologized for using salty language for the customers who were behaving like adults, but he said he didn't apologize for calling out the woman. Why? He meant what he said to them. Yeah, dancing on my furniture. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we go through here.
A Texas restaurant owner is responding after video of him yelling at customers went viral.
All this twerking, take it to Prime, take it to Pink. Don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. If you want to do it, get the f out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture.
It started.
So right here, okay, right here. Let me share this link again, guys. Let me share this link again. It's in the chat room right here, guys. But look, she's standing on the chair. This chick back here is twerking. This chick up here is actually like she in a club. Now, what they don't show is all the other tables were twerking as well, too. He went to some of these tables 2 and 3 times. A total of twice. The third time he went on this rant. Let me see what you guys saying. All right, we got somebody in the chat with us. Let's join them in here. What's going on, brother?
Hey, brother, it's good to see you.
So what you got? What's on your mind?
Hey, so I agree with you. We eat ourselves, you know, in the Black community, and we allow others to eat us as well. However, I think a lot of it has to do with clout with Tom Cruise versus this gentleman here. The second thing is when you really look at what we're trying to do, it's deeper. There's a lot of problems that have went so deep into our development as Black people, which has caused us to be like this, and will continue to be like this until we come together. You made a good comment about how the Korean people or the Asian people or whoever, how they have market share of that business, right? And so
Exactly.
they will continue to have that market share because I'll be honest with you, they're smart enough to keep their money in house. They're smart enough to support themselves. And I hate to say it like this, but we're not. You know, we don't come together as a people. And so, you know, it's just one of those things that we have to get educated and not just jump to stuff and say, hey, this is how I feel. Because I'll be honest with you, you twerk on my tables, you getting out I don't know if I would gave you 2 warnings. It would have been like, hey, thank you for coming, but I can't, that's not what we about, right? You might have got 1 warning, right, and we'll put you out, right? Because I can't afford, 1, the lawsuit. I can't afford having to replace my furniture. I can't afford to have classlessness in my establishment if that's not what the establishment's designed.
I mean, you're basically turning your restaurant to a trap house.
Right. Or I mean, and here's the thing. If that's what it's meant for, then that's okay. But this gentleman clearly let them know that this is not what it's meant for. You come in my house and you start doing that and I ask you to stop. Am I wrong for getting upset?
No.
You know, and so it's very easy to snip the part that we want people to see, right? But let's take this back 20 years, okay? 20
I don't think we
years
got that much time, brother. 20 years?
Look, man. Hey, you ain't never changed. But let's take this back 20 years, all right? 20 years ago, if that would have happened, what would the headline been? So the problem is that now that stuff, twerking, is acceptable. And we made that acceptable. And that's what the problem is that we are allowing things that we normally wouldn't allow. Now it's cute, right? What are we trying to show our young men and women?
I mean, maybe, you know, like the web page said on here, that maybe he was anti-twerking.
I guarantee you that man ain't anti-twerking. It's just a time and a place for it.
Exactly.
And that's the key, is we don't understand when the time and the place is. And then when we start talking, now it's like, oh, he's against us, he's anti-twerking and all that. No, you were twerking on this man. What person in their right mind gonna stand up on a damn table? I'm sorry if I'm cursing on your thing, man.
What do you think, brother?
You hear what I'm saying? Like, who would you allow? If some man or woman came in your house and stood up on your table, what would you do?
But here's the thing as well, though, too. When we talk about this, media plays a large role in what projects in the minds not only black people but white people as well.
Right.
Now, if some of you are subscribed to like the African Diaspora Channel, Tariq Nasheed, Professor Black Truth, TD Media Hip Hop, and also the Black Authority, you'll read a lot of stories. But basically, it's how mass media projects images and storylines and talking points into the minds of black people, and then we regurgitate that information, and now we self-hate each other, because once we stand up for each other, you have a group of coons and sambos that come out, well, why can't they twerk? It's a restaurant. Would you do that in Ruth Chris? No, you would not.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right, brother. And I just wanted to, you know, I don't really type fast enough, so I felt like I would love to just have this discussion. But I think it goes deeper, and I'm sure you don't have time to go, you know, to really dissect our psyche. I don't think that's what this live stream is.
No, not this one, but every now and again I do get on here and we have a nice long discussion. So of course, when you catch me on again, brother, you always have that opportunity.
Well, I subscribe now, so and I'll hit the like button, the bell, so I get the notification.
All right, I appreciate your support, brother. You have a good evening.
Hey, thank you.
Not a problem.
Thanks for having me. How do I?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it for this evening. But I really wanted to know, what was the major difference between Tom Cruise and the owner for True Kitchen and Cocktails? Both of their rants. Now, one rant with Tom Cruise, he called people MFs and said the F word plenty of times. But you don't see it going too viral as a True Kitchen and Cocktails, because he told women to stop dancing in his restaurant. They can actually go dance at the club. Got to be more careful. Thank you, Nolan Baptiste, for moderating, kind sir. And last comment of today, Antoinette Williams says, I don't blame Tom Cruise. We have to become accountable. This is a deadly virus. He will use one as an example so others will take it seriously. I agree. I agree with both of them. They both have their reasons why they went on a rant. They're not pointing out that Tom Cruise actually warned the crew to put on their masks and socially distance. This is like the media didn't portray and show that the True Kitchen Cocktails owner went out twice to different tables and told ladies there'd be no dancing and all of this inside the restaurant. You guys have a great evening. I'm out.